Hi friends, it's Tammy in My World in OKC. We are having fry bread tacos tonight for dinner, and I thought I'd show you guys my little shortcut that I use to save time, because you don't always have time to make your own bread to do these kind of things. So I've already sliced up my veggies and cut up my veggies. I do fresh cilantro, onions, lettuce, and tomatoes. And I like salt and pepper on my tomatoes, so I always put a little bit on there so it can be waiting. And then, of course, cheese. And I've got cheddar cheese and mozzarella cheese. But I already pre-cut all that up because that's not interesting to sit here and watch me do veggies. But the interesting part will be the fry bread and how easy this is. Okay, first thing I do, and this is my shortcut on fry bread. I buy the yeast rolls in the package, in the frozen department, any brand that you want. I was going to show you all the brand I use, but my husband took out the trash and thought it was trash and threw it away because it was sitting on the table. But anyway, these are just the store-bought yeast rolls that you can buy in the store. And I've set them out. You want to let them rise for about 4 hours, so you do got to plan ahead for this. But I will show you how we get these rolled out and cook them up. Okay, first thing I do is I like to have a little flour on hand. You don't have to, but I want to make sure they don't stick. And you don't want to use a ton of flour because they've already got enough on their own. But I put a little flour down, and you take your first little yeast roll and just plop it down there. Maybe give a little sprinkle on the top. And then you can use a glass, or you can use your rolling pin, just whatever you have on hand. It's no, it's not rocket science, just use what you have kind of thing. And then you want to roll these out as thin as you can get them. And they're not going to be super big because they are the rolls. And see, like mine sticks a little bit, but that's okay because it's going to peel off really easy. But you just roll those out and get them as thin as you can. And let me move you guys and we will fry one up. Okay guys, I've got some hot canola oil here. And we are going to drop in our fry bread. And where's my tongs? And then I always use tongs for this. This is something that we love this dish. The bread on its own is delicious. Put a little salt on it when it comes out, and it is like, it's really good. But I justify it because I put salad on the top of it. So you just want to check it, make sure that it's not burning on you because these will burn quick. And what I did tonight is I just have taco meat that I pre-make. I put it in bags in the freezer. I use it like freezer meals. And you just do whatever taco meat style you like. I just do hamburger meat or turkey or just whatever I have on hand. And we had taco salads about a week ago, and so I had some left over because, from that, and we're using it up. Tonight's kind of like a use-up night. And they fry up really pretty and delicious. And if y'all want to make sure your grease is hot enough, my grandmother, which, if grandma says it's true, then it has to be, right? If you take a wooden spoon, like, you could use the handle, but not this handle. I burnt this on my stove a long time ago. But if you put your spoon down in the oil and it bubbles like that, that means your oil's hot. And it is true. It is a true fact. I'm just going to try to get that a little browner on the other side there. Okay, and I think this is going to be good enough. I just want to shake off any oil that I have. And then I just set it on a wire rack. And let me show you guys how I have it. I just put it on a wire rack like this with paper towels, or you could use newspaper or whatever you wanted on the bottom. I want to make sure they stay good, and they're not super crispy, but you don't want them to be soggy. And what I like to do is I like to sprinkle a little salt on top, and I'm going to get some more done, and I will show you what they look like when they're finished, my version. Okay guys, I got all my fry bread done, and this is just, bread would be good with cinnamon and sugar on it, any way you wanted to do it. But it's really good, and for us busy moms and everything. It's an easy shortcut to have fresh yeast rolls for fry bread, and I promise you this will be some of the best bread you put in your mouth. Now let me make one of these Indian, or they're kind of like an Indian fry bread taco, my version, but let me show you what it looks like made up. Like I said, if you guys make your whatever style of taco meat you want. You could do it with, you know, turkey or just whatever your preference is. You could even put barbecue pork on this if you wanted. That'd be tasty. But I just have some leftover taco meat from taco salad that we had, and that's what I'm using because I'm just trying to use up what I have. And I did meat, beans, and corn, you know, of course, and some seasoning. But what I do is I just put some meat on there. And it kind of ends up looking kind of like a tostada. But I like onions. And nobody else likes onions here but me, so I just do this for me. Then I'm going to do some lettuce, some tomato. And you can fill these as big as you want. They can get huge. And then some cheese. And then I like some fresh cilantro. That's one of my favorites. But this is what's for our dinner tonight. We're going to have some of these, you know, fry bread tacos is what I call them. But they are delicious. And I like mine with a little bit of ranch drizzle, but you could use salsa or just whatever you like, your preference. But all I wanted to share with you guys is how easy it is to have fry bread instead of tortilla or something, just kind of to change it up. Just to have it and not have to spend 5 hours rolling out dough. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, a like, a share, you know, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't. And if there's something you guys would like to see, link it below and let me know what you guys might like to see next. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. Good night.